Hi, hello, good morning, good evening. Welcome to my Instagram account python.trainer.helper. I took a small break to post videos in my Instagram account recently because I was a bit busy in my next batch promotions. As you already know that I'm just going to start a Python full stack online training from 24th August onwards. This training going to continue on daily basis on every Monday to Saturday at 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. daily. Okay, so many of the people are already showing some most enthusiasm to join this training, but since I got a request from many people to share the demo of my previous Python full stack online training demos, so I'm just going to share one of my demo class here so that people can go through it and they can join my training from 24th August onwards, which is at 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So my name is Chaitanya. I have a total of 20 years experience in IT industry, and I completed my post graduation from IIT Roorkee. Okay, and I'm a trainer in Python, full stack, and also the data. I have a total of 10 years of experience in these two areas training. Okay, so that is what a brief about me. Okay, there is nothing I need to tell about myself actually. And what is this course specialities? First, let me you need to understand what you are going to gain in this course and what is the additional facilities you are going to have in this course. Okay. First is on everyday session, whatever we are having. Okay, we are going to record the session. Okay, with the video recording and the screen share, whatever I am just showing, and what is the explanation I am just giving in the class, the audio, video, and the screen share, and everything will be recorded in a one video and that will be shared to you immediate after the class. So what is the purpose of this video recording? Don't worry, I'll explain soon. Okay, there is a purpose for it. And next, on everyday class, I am writing so much of code. Okay, so from the starting to all the complex codes also I am writing, so that you can easily understand what code I am writing, how I am writing the code, how I am executing the code, how I am getting the output. Is there any problem in the output? How I am fixing the problems, defects in the code? Everything I'll show you. Okay, such a code will be shared to you along with the video also. You can also see that while you are seeing the video, and you can, if you want to only the code, you can also see the code also. Okay, this is what that code we are generally share to you in the code notebooks. There is a special software called Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook. This notebooks is having some facilities for easy carrying of the code, easy sharing the code actually. Okay, it's a basically normal code, normal Python code. There is nothing else, but I can share you in the Jupyter Notebooks format. Okay, now whatever is the material I am just showing in the daily class, like I'm just going some ppts and I'm just going writing some code, and I'm writing some showing some theoretical explanation, everything will be shared to you in the pdf format. Okay, so whenever you need the some details what we covered, okay, in any class anytime, you can refer the pdf that contains all the information whatever we are discussing on daily class. Okay, so you can that pdf will be very helpful to you to understand or to regain or to recollect the knowledge whatever we are discussing in the classes on daily basis. That is one more point. Second, the next is assignments. So we are having some topic wise Python. There are a lot of topics where number systems and functions, arguments, modules, packages, inheritance, everything we are going to cover. So each and every topic wise, there is a assignments is readily available, and that is only for your practicing purpose. So don't think that okay, I'm just coming to class and I'm sitting here for 1 hour and I'm just going back, and next day 1 hour I'll just going to come. So in this 1 hour, I am explaining so much of theory and so much of coding actually, but definitely that is not sufficient for you to gain the proper knowledge to get the job. What you need to do is once you go home, okay, there is a lot of assignments. You already have the seen the code, how I am writing in the class, so that definitely you can able to easily get how you need to write the code in your home. So there is assignments available from small level to a complex level assignments available. You need to practice each and every assignment. There are so many programs we are asking in assignments to practice. you do spend some time, at least minimum 2 hours a day after the class. Once you reach home, spend some 2 hours of time and do practice the code. And definitely, I'm sure you are going to get so many doubts you are going to get when you are practicing the code in your home. Note down the doubts, and next day class when you come, immediately ask the questions. Oh, this is what the doubt I have it when I'm practicing code yesterday. This is, please explain me. I'm very, very happy to clear your doubts. So this is a very strong, you can note down this point. Don't ignore your doubts, or don't pile up your doubts. Whenever you have a doubt, clear it up. Doubts will be, otherwise you will never understand any technology or any subject or any knowledge. Everyone will get a doubt. Even from, I am from IIT Roorkee, when I go to the class, I'll get a lot of doubts for sure. Whoever is going to clarify their doubts, they'll be getting the knowledge. Whoever wants to pile up their doubts, they don't want to clear up, you will not get the good knowledge. Just understand this point. Asking doubts is very, very important. That's why we are dedicated every Saturday, 15th every Saturday class. We are going to have the classes from every Monday to Saturday. Only Sundays, any festival days or holidays. Okay, don't think that this is something like, okay, I'll just come whenever I feel free, otherwise I'll take leave. Don't do that actually, because you are dedicatedly want a job and you are spend some money, you are spending some time. Utilize your time and money and to reach your target. What is your target? Job. Everyone's target is the same. To reach the target, you utilize your time and money efficiently. Then only you'll get the job immediately after this course. Otherwise, your job is getting delayed. Okay. So every Saturday, first 15 minutes, I am dedicated to the time to question hour. It doesn't mean that you have to ask question only on Saturday first 15 minutes. You can ask question at any time. But these 15 minutes, I'm dedicated to only the question hour. If anyone have any questions, freely ask the questions. I can answer your questions. If no one has questions, I will ask the questions to team on the 15 minutes only, so that you have to answer. If you don't have a questions, means you know everything. Then you have to answer my questions. If you have something doubt, you ask your question. This 15 minutes is dedicated for question hour only, Saturday first 15 minutes. Okay. So you can ask question on any day. It doesn't mean that you have to ask only on Saturday 15 minutes. You can ask question on any day. But this 15 minutes is dedicated only for question hour. Okay. And next is, since we are everyone's target is for interviews and getting job. How to get the job? The first step is you have to crack the interview. Then only you will get an offer letter to join the job, right? What is the important questions they will ask while explaining a topic by topic? Is there any questions that you are going to face in this topic in the interviews? I am going to highlight those questions. So this is the maximum good possibility of question that you are going to face in the interview. This is the answer to the question. So those topics and those questions I'll keep on highlighting on daily basis when I'm explaining any topic. Clear? So just understand, focus on those questions. You can remember those questions and answers, so that you can easily understand, easily crack your interview basically. Okay. The next is question hour. We already discussed it. And every week, every Saturday, we are going to have some weekly test. So weekly test, once this weekly test is not going to start immediate after the first week. After the 3 weeks completion, there is a good amount of things, the programs you can able to write. Okay, first 3 weeks there won't be any interview test and etc. So after that, after 3 weeks completion, you are going to face the weekly test. Every Saturday we are going to test, and you are going to face some mock interview also. The purpose of mock interview is, what is the general important questions you are going to face in the interviews, and to get clear of your interview fear, because you are all freshers and you get having some fear of having some interviews, some nervous system. So that everything is going to clear up by attending many mock interviews during your course. Almost your course is some 3 months of course, 3.5 months of course. So you're going to attend almost like 10 mock interviews. I am sure you're going to get nervous system are going to be cleared out during these mock interviews for sure. Okay. And you will also gain what is the different important questions they are going to ask in any topic in the Python. So you'll get prepared, well prepared, what is the questions they are going to ask. That is also another advantage. These are two advantages on every Saturday default after the 3 weeks completion. There is no one needs to tell, okay, is there any test tomorrow or mock interview tomorrow? There is a default activity. Okay, no one will tell you, "Oh, tomorrow there is a test, tomorrow there is a mock interview." Okay, it will be there on every Saturday after the completion of first 3 weeks for sure. Okay, and the trainer, like, since it's not my, okay, many of the trainers generally thinks that, okay, I just come to the class at sharp 7:30 or 8:30, I'll complete my 1 hour by 9:30 and I'll go, because I'll be also working in, I'm also working in Infosys, so I also my own work actually, so I cannot spend such much. That is not my case actually. If you have any doubts, if I'm feel free to ask the doubts in the class. If you don't, I mean, some people will feel shy to ask the questions in that class in front of all the students. Don't worry. If you come to class a bit early on the next day, because I generally come to class a 15 minutes before. Okay, and I'll also spend some 15 minutes after the class also. If you have any questions, if you are feel shy to ask the question within the class, you can utilize this before 15 minutes and after 15 minutes. Okay, I'm giving a lot of opportunities to you to clear your doubts. That is only my agenda here. I don't want anyone to stay in the class with having some doubts. It doesn't help to you actually. Okay, it's my job is only to not only giving the spending 1 hour with you, I would like to also clear your doubts also. Okay, so I will be accessible before the class, after the class also, so utilize that 15 minutes time, before 15 minutes, after 15 minutes also. Okay, and also this course is a 3.5 months course, which is where you are going to cover all the backend technologies. We are going to see soon, like, what are the technologies or what are the concepts we are going to cover in this entire training. And of course you might already know the price, so this is affordable price, I believe. Okay, this is all about the course specialities. Okay, is it clear so far, everyone? What is the course specialties and etc. The training, the recordings, code notebooks, okay, a weekly test, assignments, okay, everything is there for you. Okay, so next is some exclusive benefits as well as a trainer I am providing to you. Okay, it's not only my job is, okay, I just given some training, given some theory, given some practice and etc. My job is done. I can also help you if you are going for any interviews. Okay, I can also give some tips and tricks, how you need to perform in the interview, what is some generally the mistakes what generally people will do in the interviews, how do you need to rectify them. Okay, and while preparing your resumes, I can able to also help you. All these are free, there is nothing cost actually. Okay, no, don't think there is something special charges, all are free only. But well, these are helpful to you when you are going for interviews, real-time interviews. Okay, you can utilize all these exclusive benefits from me. And since if you get any job, okay, and your job is, I'm sure if you follow the course properly, do the correct practice, I'm sure you can able to do the job for sure, because that is what I experienced in my last 10 years of training experience. If you have any difficulty, let me know, I can able to help you also in the code. But don't think that I can sit and write your code. That doesn't help you. There is no issue to help me to code actually, but there is no benefit you are going to get. What I can tell you is, if this is the problem, I can guide you exactly the problem point only. After that, you have to write your own code. Okay, this is also I can able to help you. So these facilities I am just going to give only the people who are going to train for under me. I won't give this facility because I need to spend a lot of time for this. My time is also valuable. Okay, so I am just going additional facilities for you people who are going to train you under me. Okay, so next, these are the do's and don'ts. Okay, I am recommending everyone, don't think this is a hard and fast rules. Okay, it's not a college or it's not a school. If you don't wear a uniform and someone will going to punish you. Okay, this is a don'ts and do's, what I am recommending strongly to everyone in the class. If you follow these don'ts and do's, I am sure you are going to get the job immediate after this training. Okay, but you have to follow. There is no one will come to your home and check whether you are following these do's and don'ts. That is your responsibility to follow these do's and don'ts. And every do and every don't is very much important. Just follow these do's and don'ts. Okay. First, let me focus on don'ts. What you should not do in these 3 months of time. Okay. First, let us see that. Don't make an absent to classes actually. Okay, you are already spending, you came here with the target of getting the job. You are already spending some money, you are efforting, you are spending some time on this 3 months duration. So don't utilize this class very effectively. If you come to class daily, I won't take any leave for sure. I am telling you upfront. In this 3 month duration, I won't take any leave unless otherwise there is a serious health problem to me. Okay, so I always keep my health very protective because I'll generally go on every day. I'll wake up at 4:30. I'll wake up and I'll go to gym and I'll work out myself. So I'll keep my health very good so that I won't get any health problems. So I won't take any leaves during the 3 months of time. Okay, you also maintain your health properly and don't take any leave unless otherwise there is a serious health issue. And don't many people says that I went to home because of my function, some home function in the home, my cousin sister's marriage. Okay, don't utilize the give the scope of these reasons to in your life in this 3 months of span. This 3 months of span is very important for you to get your job. Understand that these functions every year they will come. If you miss the function in this year, you can attend the function next year also, there is no problem. But once you get the last of one job opportunity, you will never get that job opportunity next actually. You have to try for another company, other job. And again, starting the struggle from the start, preparing the interview and again having some nervous and some tension whether you can crack the interview or not, all the tension will be there. So every job opportunity is important to you. Understand that. So don't take any leaves in the classes and especially don't take any long leaves. The long leaves impact is very high in you. If you take 1 week leave because of some reason, okay, some function I am attending home, some my nearest brother's marriage, don't think that. If you want to go to attend the marriage in one day, come back. Don't take 1 week leave, 10 days leave, something. If you take 10 days leaves, what will happen is you will lose the concepts of these all the 10 days. After the 11th day, you literally don't understand what I am trying to explain. Right? So obviously you are going to be getting isolated from the course. You don't understand what I am training or telling in the class, and obviously you will be lost of all the interest. Your money will be get wasted, and you also time whatever you spend so far that also get wasted. So very cautious about these long leaves. Don't take any long leaves. Maximum 1 day leave. Okay, or because of serious health issue or very unavoidable functions or marriages. Maximum 1 day, not more than that. Try to avoid that also. Keep your health very safe. That you don't take any sick leaves. Okay, and don't attend. Try to any marriages and something. Marriages nothing. So if you don't attend the marriage will not stop. Marriage will continue. Okay, after the course you can go and meet your persons like who missed the attend the functions or some because of some reason I couldn't able to attend your function, sorry for that, that's end. Right, if you take some 1 week or 10 days leave, then you're done with your course. You can't understand anything of it, though the recording sessions available. Okay, I'm sure if you are in the mindset of taking 1 day 10 days leave, I'm sure you are in the mindset of ignoring the recording sessions also. Person who is very disciplined and they are not willing to take the leaves, definitely they will follow the recording sessions. They'll keep on touch with the course regularly. Okay, don't take any long leaves for sure. If you take one long leave in a course, you are done with the course, that's all. Okay, so next is don't come late the classes, because I already tell you my while just generally comes 15 minutes before the class. If you have any doubts, who are feeling some shy in asking the questions in the class, you ask your questions before the class. Only me and you guys are available. I can explain the question, answer your question, and I give a good explanation. That is 15 minutes is more than quite sufficient for me to explain clear your doubt. Okay, so always don't come late to class, because you will lose the opportunity of asking your questions. Okay, and also I recommend everyone, you don't need to write notes. Okay, I'll tell you the procedure, what is the best procedure here in my classes actually. Don't focus on writing the notes whatever I am explaining actually. Always keep your focus on the screen. In the screen I am telling you lot of theory and lot of code also. Always keep focus on the screen actually. Okay, so don't write any notebook. But some people says that okay, I have a good habit of writing notebooks, then only I learn more in the classes. I see some people who are having such habits, but don't worry, that also is possible. But in the class, don't write any notebook. So after the class, since we are going to share the recording sessions to you, okay, once you go home, You watch the same video, same voice you can hear in the video, same screen you can see in the video. There is no difference. Exactly the same. But I am not present in front of you in your home. But in the class, I am present in front of you. That is the only difference. Okay. Remaining as it is, everything is the same. In that session, once you go home while viewing the videos, then if you want, you can note down your notes, because you are two advantages here. You are listening my class 2 times, you will get more content in your brain, you will memorize more, and also you get a good opportunity of writing your own notes. Two advantages you are going to get. But don't write notes in the class. If you want to write a notes, go home, see the video, and write the, you can, number of times you can rewind the session, you can fast forward the session, whatever you want it, and you can write your own notes. You can stop the session, you write your own notes, for spend some 5 minutes, write the notes, again resume the session and watch the video and write your own notes if you want it. Some people say that, okay, I don't want any notes, but listening is quite good for me, I can understand. Okay, then it's good. But if you want to write the notes, don't write in the class, write the notes in your home by watching the video. That is what I recommend. If you still want to write a notes in the class, that is up to you. I don't have any issues. Okay, but this is what my recommendation. Got it? Okay. And the next is, since our class is very early, 7:30, I mean 8:30 or 7:30 is actually, a couple of people, some days, not every day, some days actually, they are going to sleep because of some heavy breakfast and etc. So don't take breakfast and come to class. I won't take any breakfast while coming to class. Once I reach home after the class, I'll take breakfast. The explanation is difficult for me also. If I'll take the breakfast and come to class, because some drowsiness, some laziness, some sleepy something will come, and it's a common to every human, not only specially to you or special to me. Every human will feel the same. That's why I recommend don't take the breakfast. It's not too late actually. If you are going some 12 o'clock, 11:30 a.m. or something, it's very difficult to take breakfast at 11:30. 9 o'clock is quite a good time to take your breakfast after the class. So don't take the breakfast and come to class. Go after the class, you can take the breakfast, whatever you want it. Okay. So this, once you sleep in the class, okay, I don't have any issues. I can continue my class, but you will lost the something what I am explaining, because every point I am explaining is very important. Understand that point. Every code, every theory, everything I am explaining is very, very important. And in my total 20 years of experience, I am collected all the essence of my entire Python full stack course. I just kept all the important and necessary points here. I'll show you what the book I read while learning my Python. It's a book of this much size, of total 1600 pages. If you want to learn Python, you have to read that book. So you here, this PPT is having a maximum of 200 pages. So I totally compressed and visualized in a better way of that 1600 pages into 200 pages. So that's why each and every letter is very important here. Don't sleep in the class. These are the don'ts you have to follow. If you follow these don'ts, then and do's, I am sure you are going to get the job after this training within maximum 1 or 2 months. That's all. Okay. But don't come to me after the training. Okay, you said that you promised me that after 2 months you are going to get it, and I am not getting the job. Provided if you not follow this do's and don'ts. Okay. So let's come to do's actually. So I am telling you again and again. Clear your doubts immediately, maximum in the next class. Don't pile up your doubts, don't ignore your doubts, or don't come to class with the doubts. If you're having some doubts and you are not clearing your doubts, you are slowly isolating from the course. What are the doubts you are having today in the today's topic? If you don't clear it out, the next topic which is dependent on the today's topic, you don't understand. The next topic you don't understand. After the 3 to 4 topics, you don't understand anything in the course. Right? So utilize the opportunity, the question hour. Anytime you can ask the doubts. Before 15 minutes class, you can ask the doubts. After 15 minutes, you can ask the doubts. There's a lot. 4 opportunities I have given. Utilize these hours, and whatever is a convenient time to you, you can ask the question out of these 4 scenarios. But agenda is you have to clarify your doubts. That is the agenda. Clear? And minimum spend some 2 to 6 hours. So why I'm saying 2 hours to 6 hours? There is a lot of differences. some people having some already some IT experience, let us say they are working in the testing area and they want to move to development area, etc., are having some 2 to 3 years experience, they can understand the course easily by spending some 2 to 3 hours. This 2 to 6 hours includes the 1 hour class also, daily class. You are coming to class 1 hour, okay, that is good. And don't think that, okay, next time I will see the Python word, next day tomorrow 7:30 a.m. You have to spend minimum 2 to 6 hours once you reach home. What is that hours? How you need to spend is I also just tell you. So first, once you listen the class, today class, once you the video is readily available to you after the immediate after the class. Once you reach home, at any time, evening time or any whatever your comfortable time, afternoon time, after nap in the afternoon or some evening time or before going to bed, any time, dedicate some 5 hours time for it, 2 to 5 hours time, 6 hours time. So what you need to do is very first, you review or rewind the entire recording session of the same day. Whatever we discussed on the day, you will have the recording. Just listen once again the same. You while listening, if you want to write a notebook, you can write your own notes. Okay. Listen once the entire session. That is 1 hour, additional 1 hour. So total 1 plus 1, 2 hours is done. And next hours, what you need to spend is on assignments. Because the trick part in the software industry is that if you listen or read the theory 10 times or 15 times or 20 times, actually, definitely there is a chance of you are missing some 10%, 20% of the theory. You cannot recollect it. But the trick here is, if you do some code practice some 4 to 5 times, then you can get in touch with the entire theory of the any programming language. This is the trick actually. You go to Python, Java, .NET, any programming language, this is the trick. Front-end technologies, HTML, Node.js, React.js, anything, this is the trick. If you read 20 times the theory, you won't get complete theory, remember. Definitely there is a scope of some forgetting the theory, some part. If you practice some 4 to 5 programs on all the theories, I am sure you will understand all the theory, you won't forget the theory also. That is the trick of the entire software actually. Okay, follow this trick and get in touch with the theory. That is very helpful to you to crack the interviews. Why theory is important means, to crack the interviews, theory is very much important. Once you get the job, code is very important. Two things, code and theory. Theory is important to crack the interviews, code is important to do your daily job. If you just have the theory, don't know the code, your job will not be good. You cannot stay in the job. Definitely you will be get removed from the job. If you only the code, you don't know the theory for somehow, then you won't crack the interviews. Clear? So theory is also important, code is also important. Both are important. Okay. So this 2 to 6 hours, that is how you need to spend it. After 1 hour class, go to home, additional spend 1 more hour. You rewind the entire class of the recording. You will remember more theory, and you spend how many hours you want to spend to memorize the theory. Some people will just spend 2 hours of time because of those are experienced people. By spending 2 hours of time on the assignments, they can easily remember the theory because they are already having some IT experience. So freshers like you can able to spend some more hours, like 6 hours you need to spend on the code. But you have to spend the hours on the coding for sure on daily basis. Okay. So next is, we are installing a lot of softwares during the entire course. Like we are installing the Python and PyCharm, and also like Anaconda is one more software, and MySQL, HeidiSQL, Flask, some different softwares we are installing in the entire course. So I recommend, let us have your own laptop so that you can install all the softwares on your own. You can also learn, because sometimes when the project comes in your office or day-to-day activities, no one will come to you and install all the required softwares in your laptop or machine. All they will do in the office is they will share the installables to you. Hey, these are the installables, install your own. That's all. You need to do all the installations. You should know the installations also. So you cannot say that I know only the theory, I know only the coding, I don't know how to install, then it's not recommended. You have to know the installations also. So installations also, I will show everything to you, how to install each and every software when the time comes. We don't install all the softwares in the starting of the course. Whenever the time comes for any software, First, I will show the how to install the software, then we'll proceed with the software. Okay, so better to have some own laptops because the lab is already having some computers, but it's very convenient to you because if you want to practice something, you have to stay in the lab, which is not convenient. If you have a laptop, you can install your softwares, you can rewind your sessions, you can practice your code in your home also. It's very convenient to you. Okay. Next is practice all the assignments. As I already mentioned, I have given a lot of assignments on the topic wise in Python, all the things. So each and every topic wise, there is a lot of programs I am asking in the assignments. Do all the assignments practice. How many assignments you are going to practice, those many, that much of knowledge you are going to gain, that much of experience you are going to gain. Okay, so tell me one point. What do you think if a person is a Python developer having 2 to 3 years of real-time experience person, how much the person should know the knowledge of Python? Can anyone guess? 2 to 3 years of experience. Hmm? How much percentage of Python he should gain, he should have? I am 2 to 3 years of experience person. No one will expect 100% knowledge from that person because he is having just 2 to 3 years only. It's almost like a fresher. 2 to 3 years, almost like a fresher. In our, like, I have a 20 years experience. When I'm taking people to my project, what we say to leadership is, I need a freshers. Freshers means not like immediately complete the degree and joining. Freshers means 2 to 3 years experience. We are treating them as a freshers only, but they know what is ABCD in the Python. I don't need to explain starting from A. So if you follow this course properly and you do all the assignments, okay, attend all the tests and mock interviews, I am very, very pretty sure you are going to get a knowledge of more than 2 to 3 years of experience, real-time experience person. Because here I am just giving entire subject in a proper way. I am just inserting that subject into your brains. Okay, if you grasping that and you are doing some practice, you are having a knowledge of more than 2 to 3 years of experience, real-time experience person. In the real time, no one will sit there in front of the person and no one will inject the subject into the fresher in the office here, but you are getting that knowledge here. Okay, only difference is that you are getting the knowledge in the institute, but they are slowly getting knowledge in the office. They are getting the salary for it, you are not getting the salary for it. This is the only difference, but knowledge wise you will be more, provided if you follow all the practice of assignments and you follow the do's and don'ts. Got it? Okay, so if in case any one day absent you made because of some serious health issues and etc., always avail the benefit of recording sessions available. Okay, immediately, if for example you are taking a leave today because of some serious health issue or etc., the recording will be available to you immediately after the class. Before you are coming to class next day, you must follow the session, recording session, whatever we done today, and come to class. If you coming to class tomorrow, next day without following the today's session, and as you are absent, you don't understand tomorrow's session. Okay, you must follow. So when you are having any absent or one day, just follow this, get the recording, immediately follow the session on the same day and come to class next day tomorrow, having some knowledge of the yesterday's session or previous day sessions. Clear everyone? Hey, is it clear to everyone in go to meeting? Is it clear so far? What do's and don'ts? Are you guys willing to follow these do's and don'ts or not? Can someone please confirm? Sindhuja, Shriya.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as I already explained to you, just please follow these do's and don'ts very carefully, and I am sure you are going to get the job after this training. That is all in your hands. No one is going to come to your home and check you are following the do's and don'ts. Okay, fine. So next go to the what you are going to achieve and what you are going to get at the end of this course. So what is the why you are doing so? Always everyone's target is getting the job. So are you meeting your target or not? If you follow these do's and don'ts, okay, whatever I mentioned, each and every point in the do's, each and every point in the don'ts, if you follow this on this 3 months of span, you are going to, what you are going to get is, you are going to get a knowledge of 3 years of experience, full stack Python developer. How much knowledge that person is having, you are going to get definitely minimum of that knowledge for sure. Provided if you are going to follow these do's and don'ts. If you don't follow these do's and don'ts, I cannot guarantee that. Okay, but follow these do's and don'ts, then I am sure you are going to get the knowledge of how much the knowledge, the real-time experience 3 years of Python full stack developer is having. You are going to have minimum of that level knowledge. In fact, you are going to get more also, but minimum of that knowledge you are going to get it, and that knowledge is more than sufficient for you to get the crack the interviews and to get the job. You cannot get, you don't want to get, or you no need to get a 10 years of experience person real time knowledge in this course. That is not, if you want to get it, you have to spend 1 year rather than 3 months. In this remaining 1 year of time, you lost all the job opportunities. Clear? So that's why this is what the required to get the job. You should have definitely, you should gain definitely a minimum 3 years of real time experience person. What is the knowledge that person is having? That knowledge, if you gain it, then that is more than enough to get the job. Your target is to get the job. Don't lose your target. Don't give up your target. Focus on your target and do whatever you want to do to reach your target. Okay. So next is, so this knowledge is quite enough for you to crack the interviews. And if somewhere, if you are having some interview fear or some mistakes you are repeatedly doing and how to fix those error issues, let me know. I can able to help you. Okay, definitely. For free of cost. No, don't think that I'm going to charge something. I'm just going to do a free of cost for you. Okay. And also, and generally, since I'm doing this Python full stack development data science trainings over the last 10 years, I'll be having a lot of touch with so many startup companies and some freelancers who are requiring the positions of Python full stack and data scientists. So if I know, if I observe that, like daily I'm coming to class, I know I'm watching your weekly tests, I'm watching your performance in the mock interviews, I know which people are performing well and which people are in the back. So I'll always recommend the people who are performing well to my contacts who are looking for Python full stack developers and who are looking for data scientists. So okay, this is for Python full stack. So let us focus on the Python full stack. So similarly, I have a contacts, and even the institute management also having a lot of contacts. They will also recommend you if you are performing well, because we are all watching your performance during entire 3 months of course. So you can easily guess your performance during the test interviews, or weekly test and mock interviews. There is nothing needed for us. Like we are spending some 10 minutes of time with each person in the Saturday to get your test evaluation and to do some mock interviews. That 10 minutes is sufficient for us to evaluate your performance. You perform well, you are in our minds, and whenever someone comes, okay, we'll definitely recommend those persons only who are performing well actually. Okay, so popular, if you want to not perform, like because of some reason you are not performing well, definitely we cannot recommend you, because if we are recommending some person to some startup or some known persons, if you are not performed well once you get the job, then they will have not a good idea on us actually, good opinion on us. Next time they won't reach us, right? So means we are building a confidence with them. Okay, whenever I need to reach Chaitanya for any resource or any talent, oh, Chaitanya is always recommending a good person, a good worthy person. We can freely reach him. That confidence we are trying to build. We already built also actually with so many startups actually. So try to perform well, and it's a good for you, so that we are also can able to show some opportunities to you after the completion of the course. Good? Clear everyone? So now let us see what is the different job opportunities, different roles or different jobs you can able to do with Python. So now what you are trying to do is you are learning this Python. This is the Python you are trying to learn in this course. Okay, of course you are also learning some database MySQL concepts and also web frameworks. Okay, and also some front-end technologies, everything you are learning. So now, as a overview, like what you are trying to learn, what are the different jobs you are eligible after learning Python. Let's see just a quick overview. If you are learning with Python, this Python is sufficient for system programming with Python, okay? But these are the different jobs. Let us first take the different jobs. Web developer, this is one job opportunity where now you are all learning this course. Full stack developer means you are going after the full stack development course, you are going to take a jobs of web developers using Python. Okay, so this is one job. There is another opportunity is networking developer, ports, different networks, Cisco, okay, and D-Link. These are the very popular throughout the world in the companies which are working in the networking area. Okay, so this is also one of the networking developer is one of the good job where you are eligible. Okay, and automation testing. In the automation testing also you need to write a lot of Python scripts. Okay, so that you can able to get a good job in the automating testing area also. The role of the job is automation tester. That is the role. Okay, and next is mobile apps. You can see the lot of mobile apps, Android apps and iOS apps and etc. You can also develop the mobile apps also using the Python. Okay, so you can also settle as a mobile app developer. That is also one job available. Other job is, these are all comes under the data scientist, data analysis, data engineer. Data analyst is one role, one job. Data engineer, data scientist. These are different roles or jobs which are eligible for you if you learn Python. These are for all these jobs. The basic fundamental what you need to learn is Python. Without that, you cannot do any of these jobs. Python is a very basic and fundamentally you need to learn in depth to get all these jobs opportunities. Okay. Next is AI. AI means artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence also we can do with Python or R. Generally Python is more popular. So artificial intelligence also AI developer what we call in a industry. AI developers also you need to understand. You are eligible for these jobs also. Okay. And next is games. You know the video games. You might be playing a lot of video games. So all these any of these games also you can able to develop with Python also. This is not only the programming language to develop the game, but Python is also using Python also we can able to develop games. So game developer is also one of the jobs. But don't think that if I just simply learn Python, I can able to eligible for all these jobs. No. Apart from core Python, okay, whatever you are learning here, this is the core Python. Okay, this is core Python. Apart, if you are first, you need to decide which job you are interested in. For me, I am interested in data science. Okay, so I will just learn Python, and I will learn what is all the things. Other things I need to learn is NumPy library, Panta library, Matplotlib, sklearn library, TensorFlow libraries, some math like statistics, probabilities, everything I will learn. So in that case, I will be eligible for this data scientist. If you are interested in, for example, network developer, web developer actually, okay, you don't need to learn NumPy, Panda, Matplotlib, sklearn, math, and etc. Nothing you need to learn. You need to learn core Python plus Flask, Django libraries that you need to learn. Apart from that, you need to also learn some database concepts. That is enough. So first you need to decide what job you are interested in. I think most of you are interested in web development because that is having most jobs now and easy to get the job also. Okay, because data scientist is some tough concepts are there. I won't recommend to everyone to go to the tough concepts actually. So you go to the easy one. The web developer is very easy one when compared to all these things. Okay, so that is what you need to understand which job you are interested in. Are you interested in web developer or networking developer or data scientist, AI developer or game developer, app developer, where you are interested in. Accordingly, you need to learn. For example, you are interested in mobile app developer. Okay, you need to learn core Python for sure. For all these jobs, core Python is compulsory. Plus, you need to understand the frameworks called Kiwi, Beaver. There are frameworks which are readily developed in Python to do some mobile app developments. Okay, so here you choosing the web developers, you need to learn the Python, Flask, Django, and database concepts. These are sufficient, more than sufficient for you. Okay. So yeah, probably we can stop here today.